And if you have been slotted to speak in the other category, kindly sit on the front here.
Honorable Onesmus Kichuka Mokomen, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration. Dr. Raymond Omolo, Principal Secretary, State Department for Interior and National Administration. Mr. Gilbert Masenge, DIG. Madam Flora Moroa, Regional Commissioner, Nyanza Region. His Excellency Dr. Matthew Owili, the Deputy Governor for the Great County of Kisumu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elizabeth Owendi Ocholi, and I'm the Deputy County Commissioner, Seme Sub-County, and I'm standing here on behalf of my colleagues from the Great County of Kisumu. The first thing, sir, and to appreciate your being here. It gives some of us an opportunity to be able to address you directly, and we are grateful that you came. I will go straight to the issues that were brought up by the Deputy County Commissioners, and I'll address myself first of all to the issue of defilement which you had raised, and I wanted, sir, to bring to your attention that the officers, the Deputy County Commissioners, are not sitting and just lamenting about this issue. The officers have taken various steps to be able to address the issues, and as we raise it in this forum, it is that where it will need support, we are going to get the support of the ministry. What the officers have done, for example, in East, there is a perpetrator who had defiled 4 minors. This perpetrator is before court. In Nyakach, in the other sub-counties, these people are followed up with the support of Ngao officers, and they are before court. Something else that has happened in Seme, because Seme is leading, when the chart is read for defilements, Seme comes up tops. And what Seme has done is that they have already sensitized all the village elders, and at some point on the issue of kangaroo courts which were promoting this, one of the village elders was arrested and arraigned in court for covering this up. At the same time, the security team also looked at the issue of defilement, and they decided that we don't want to wait for our girls to be defiled for us to address it. And so they are going to all schools within the sub-county, and up to now they have been able to cover 5 schools, sensitizing the children to be able to take responsibility for themselves. Because we noticed at some point even the guardians and the parents are updating the defilement practice. The next issue we would like to address ourselves to is the issue of policy. The National Government Administration officers are responsible for coordinating implementation of policy in the sub-counties. And we noticed, sir, that there are some policies that come and the implementation structures are near impossible because at the time of formulation, the national government officers are not given a chance to be at the point of inception of the policies that we are supposed to implement. And our request is that because we have national government officers in the ministries, if we can have them included within the committees that are formulating laws, that are proposing policies, for us to be able to implement our mandates effectively. We noticed that they have not been trained for long, And we also noticed that they are not resourced. So our request is that if training can be upped, especially at this point, so that the officers or the persons who are involved in the peace initiatives are able to support the Ngao fraternity in the effective implementation of our mandate. And the same goes for the village elders. We appreciate the policy recognition of the contribution of the village elders. And every time we go to a baraza, they are asking us, how far has it gone? And I'm requesting, sir, that you'll be able to address it at some point so that we can have the answer to be able to share. I also want to mention the issue of resources in the coordination of other departments within the sub-county. Okay. We noticed that those departments, you need them to implement something, but they have not been resourced by the respective ministries and departments. So if we can have a dialogue where the departments in the sub-counties are resourced so that their delivery of service is proper and seamless. The next issue, sir, is on infrastructure. And I'll just mention that a number of our officers don't have, offices, residences for chiefs, for assistant chiefs, the Ngao officers, and the ICT component also to be fast-tracked. Sir, please allow me to mention the Ngao welfare. And I'm mentioning it, I know it has been mentioned, but we are grateful that at this time we can stand with pride and say that we have moved a step from where we were. And we want to thank you for unclogging training and promotions. And we still want to request for the scheme of service for chiefs and assistant chiefs to be expanded. Because you'll realize that if an assistant chief, young, who was employed at 35, will stay in service for a number of years, but they will get at a place and stop, and yet there is no promotion. So we request for that. And I want to request, sir, that I want to, in conclusion, to state that the officers you have in the sub-county are competent and they are committed to deliver the mandate of the ministry. And we pray that God blesses you as you continue to support us in giving this.
Thank you. Let's appreciate her. Sir, we have come to the end of presentations by the officers. We now want to move to the next category of opinion leaders. And we start with Mr. James Ochieng Omuga, who works with the community policing organizations. Karibu.
All protocols observed, but guest of honor, I have my report written and I won't go through everything. I'll say a few because some had been tackled. My name is James Ochieng Omuga, Coordinator Community Policing Committees, Kisumu County. It is an honor for this chance to address this national gathering chaired by Cabinet Secretary Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen. I appreciate your system and pattern of operations. This is the reality of bottom-up governance. You and your peers, Dr. Raymond Omolo, have proven to the nation a new system of leadership. Bona CS, I am so proud of the Nyanza, two strong ladies and brave girls representing our region, that is our regional commissioner and our regional police commander. Sir, I serve this region in two capacities. I am the secretary for Majatu Owners Association and coordinator for community policing committees. You also gazetted me as a member of County Transport and Safety Committee for Kisumu while you were in the Ministry of Transport. As a member of CTSC, allow me to address only two items. I had three, but one had been tackled by the base commander, Kondele. I want to call upon your ministry to implement instant fines. This is to reduce corruption on our roads and also time taken for litigation. Our vehicles are on loan, and if we are taking too much time in the police station, waiting for court to hear our issues and maybe take our fines, because our cases are usually plea cases. When we realize a vehicle is going to be at the station for more than 8 hours, then we might force the police officer to take some money and allow us to go. So if we come up with instant fines, then we shall be safer and we shall abide by it. We've been doing road safety sensitization, which we have done with NPS, NTSA, and CGK, and I call upon your ABU office to help us continue in this sensitization and public dialogue with our drivers, operators, border, and all stakeholders in the industry. As the coordinator of community policing, allow me to address the following. Crime in the county. Bona CS, the appointment of Dr. Raymond Omolo as PS for Interior has been a blessing to this region. And that one, I say, also has improved on our status for our region. The violent political protest, we can say, had stopped. And Kisumu is now peaceful. This is in turn has attracted investors and many international activities taking place in Kisumu. Not to mention the ball games. Our governor and deputy governor have been hosting international programs in the city. Even our city manager have been receiving very many guests in our city because of the program we have. I can attribute this to one man. There is a boy in our county, Bona CS, called Boy Akoth. He has done some mobilization with our youth, more so you can remember on Gen Z protest on 25th and Sabasaba. There was no movement within the city. And on that note, I say the government supported him, and I thank him. Most of our boys in crime are youth below 25 years. And we need to address it. In our public primary schools, we have issues of drugs in our schools, and the boys are in groups. The issues of street children, our small children below the age of 10 and 13, sleeping in the cold as we sleep in houses. Yet after 10 years, we come and blame insecurity. Can we solve this issue of street children through the Council of Governors and maybe do some other issues? On mobility, it had been said. Finally, Bwana CS, I want to plead with you. Community Policing Act is in NPS Act section 96 to 100. Can it be implemented in all police stations so that we have community policing committees sitting there? And in Kisumu Central, Bwana CS, we do have multi-agency meetings with NPS, with the chief, with the DCI, with the NACADA, with the NIS, and we deliberate and do minutes monthly. This has helped a lot in Kisumu Central. Multi-agency approach. It is better if several agencies work together towards a security approach. We call upon CGK to collaborate and cooperate with the security agencies in areas like street lighting, markets, and bus park management committees. Many criminal hotspots within the city and the estates are usually dark, e.g. along Ondiek Highway, around Kisumu Polytechnic, most streets within Nyalenda, Manyata, Obunga, Milimandi, and other areas. Issues of land ownership has been said. And finally, Bwana CS, we are barring our chairperson for Kondele Police Station Committee, Chair Mary Chama, tomorrow. And we call upon your support in that program. As I go back to sit down, I also want to congratulate our sub-county commander who has worked tirelessly with us to ensure peace and security within our region.
Thank
you.
I
request Bwana sub-county police commander a pay promotion to the commissioner of police. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate him, please. Our next speaker will be a village elder.